Alright, hello and welcome back. We last left off perusing the Archduke's Manor, found the upstairs to be rather vacated. There was a couple of guards that were checking rooms, and then when you encountered them, one other wizard fellow popped out, did a little blasting, hurt some people pretty bad, before you killed him and his guards. And after scouring the upstairs, there was nothing really of much interest. There was some maps in one of the rooms where you kind of looked at where a lot of information about the phalanx, guard towers, location, some approximate numbers of those who were stationed at each of those guard towers, as well as distances between them and the barriers and where it was the most solid, all around. So that was gleaned from the maps, and then we found the cellar downstairs, in which we found this door that depicted some devil gods on it, as well as a god of undead and a couple of other real nasty things. And then as you approached it, you went to put your hand on it to see will it open or anything, and as soon as you did, it opened up itself magically. There was no sound of gears or anything like that, but it did just swing freely and openly from both the big iron doors. Went down the stairs, checked them thoroughly for traps, and then stepped foot on the actual stone beneath, in which, as soon as you did, lights came on magically from sconces on the walls. Oop, backwards. I think I said the door first. The door came at the bottom of the stairs, not at the top. And you went through that door that opened magically. And as you kind of went in, you found Illiana waiting for you. She seemed as though she was in a situation where she had to attack you, and did a pretty decent job of some pretty widespread hurt. But thanks to a scorpion latching onto her, she wasn't able to get away, in which she kind of broke down a little, and kind of revealed what had happened to her, that she'd been bitten, and she was being turned by the Archduke, who is a vampire, and is trying to turn her into a vampire, and has some element of control over her. And there is someone out there, presumably a daughter, that has been taken and is kind of being used as leverage, as well as her own turning, so to speak, and being used as leverage. You let her go, and she left a ring with Izzy, and as well as her quiver full of arrows. She picked up her bow and then left and just walked. You let her just walk out.
With instructions to get back to the magician and tell
Yes.
the captain that she needed to see Nilar.
Yes, she is to return back to the wizards to see if there's any hope or help that can be given to her to prevent her from turning, or to just in some way protect her from his power. Is there something that can be done? And then we kind of wandered forward, and we see this little small room that had a sarcophagus at one end, and then just a pile of skeletons amidst a giant scorch mark, as though some giant magical flame had burst throughout the room. And in front of it all was a potted plant, and the scorpion had nudged the potted plant, and it kind of shook and broke a little, which then escaped mists and vapors, revealing a red-haired human who was magically trapped inside of the plant. And that's where we pick up.
Um, would Karth be standing? Would he be pretty much in the same action he was right before he went as a
Yeah,
plant?
yeah. He like when he first came out, he was standing in a braced position, with like almost like he was firing a pistol using standard techniques, with both hands forward, as though he was Hadokening his best ball of fire.
If Izzy sees this guy just kind of appear out of nowhere behind Car, she's gonna jump forward with her blade and say, "Car, look out!"
Just before I'm even noticing that, I'm gonna be, as I'm reforming, I suppose, you're gonna hear Karth yell, "TX, Rowan, run!" And I just sort of flame up a little bit.
Flame on!
And then start to notice things are looking weird, and I'd be a little confused. And I turn around, even more confused because Rowan wasn't a scorpion the last time I saw her. "What are you doing? Run!" I say this to the giant scorpion.
Run from what? What are you doing here? Who
Izzy-
are you?
Izzy's gonna come up with her rapier basically in your face, but almost more of a defensive position.
Okay, Fane. Um, Rowan, who the hell are these people?
Who are you talking to?
Rowan? And a point to the scorpion. Lumo.
Scorpion looks back and forth between the two.
That's Bijou. Who are you?
And I'm still looking around. I'm confused.
Well, you're not alone.
I see the bones. Is it Drad? Is it just bones? Any clothing left?
No, there's no, not even a resemblance of any clothing cloth. There's some ash all over the place. There is no tissue, no nothing left. These were almost like a small herd of minotaurs. Is what you attacked. And they
Did the
were
arch
only barely clothed. Barely clothed when you attacked.
Izzy's gonna ask, did the Archduke trap you here?
I'm looking for the Archduke. He's still just sort of stumbling on his words. Would I have, okay, like the whole potted plant thing, would I have known any of that happened? Would I have been able to kind of, or how does that, potted plants, how do they work?
Are the remains of the plant still there, or was he actually the plant?
There are some remains of the plant and pot there. It was though that like once the pot and its container kind of broke, he was somehow contained magically inside of it. He himself was not the plant.
Okay.
But so basically, when you knew that you were casting fireball and you were yelling for everybody to leave, and you know what the surge feels like when the power becomes overwhelming and you pour too much into it and you can't, at that point you can't control or can't stop it, and then everything went out, and so you didn't feel like you were vapor whatever into a being transported into something, but you did know that you surged out and that at that very moment you may have thought it just permanently consumed you or something, but
Since Izzy's been doing most of the talking, regardless of her blade, they just start walking over. Who else is in here? Who else have you seen?
There were a couple of half dragons that we killed upstairs. Wait, you still didn't say who you are.
I'm Karth.
And what, you are a druid? She kind of shrugs down at the plant.
Karth cracks a bit of a smile, sorta. No. I deal with magic. Here with my friends. Those Minotaur right there. They've
Minotaur?
been dead a long, long time.
You investigate the skeletons just a little bit. You can see that these are big, hulking, humanoid skeletons, and then some of them often have horns or spots on the sides of their head. Their faces are shaped a little different than humans, definitely resembling more of a cow skull than a human skull, even though the rest of their body looks like hulking humanoid.
For sake of not confusing everyone the whole night, Car is sort of short for Carcota, so I will be referring to Car as Carcota. Yeah, Carcota does an actual investigation on them. I don't know how much of this I've mentioned to you before. In the Highlands of Kragos, before it starts to get to the mountains and really cold, there are some Minotaur up there, but they are very rarely seen. Carcota would travel in the summer to explore, and he's met some of them. And I'm just assuming these aren't them, but he's very interested in what's going on with these.
Yeah, you definitely
Minotaur.
see that they are, in fact, I mean, to you, they're very obviously Minotaur, in both size, and, as well as, the head skull really makes, really clicks that in, and it also looks as though, these skeletons aren't fresh. It looks like a lot of what could have been flesh or clothes was just charred straight off of everything, but there is, at least no indication that this is anywhere close to recent. This had to have been a long time, many years. That if there was any non-charred flesh left, it has had plenty of time to completely decompose.
So Karth's mumbling to himself a little bit. This has been a couple years. They would have came back. They might be dead. They might be captured. They might be captured. They might be captured. So meet the most interesting people in caves. What are you all doing here? You mentioned the Archduke.
He has my mother.
He might have my friends.
Ah, good. So you're not with the other mercenaries then. That's a bit of a relief.
You know how you tell mercenary groups and cultists and all those crazy people, they all wear the same damn clothing. You are dressed differently. Like you didn't get everything from the same rack. It's almost signs of the good guys ish.
Oh, we definitely don't have a uniform. Izzy's gonna sheath her rapier and kind of tuck her dagger back up into her sleeve.
As I looked in at my uniform.
Oh.
Well,
I mean, we don't have a uniform. Anyway.
Okay. What's this thing at the end?
It looks like a sarcophagus.
It is, in fact, a sarcophagus. There's a pile of different colored dirt looks more recently placed than the charred skeletons and everything. It looks as though it was just like shoveled on top of the char marks and all that kind of stuff. And then a sarcophagus was placed on the top.
I guess we don't know if it's empty.
You wouldn't be able to see from the side for sure.
Oh, God damn it. It's supposed to be car.
That's going to be confusing, I'm sure.
Jesus. Same team, Wolfen.
Gotcha. So still doesn't make it that funny.
So the dirt is piled up relatively high, so the you would be looking directly at the side of the sarcophagus at eye level. So, I mean, the top of the sarcophagus would be up the hill, and again, maybe another foot above your head or so. On top of it, looks like it was kind of smoothed out, and then the sarcophagus was placed there.
Hope that isn't anyone we know.
Izzy's going to try and follow them in, being careful not to step on any of the bones. And just kind of, like, light conversation. So, Karth, what do you know about vampires?
They're bad.
Yep, gathered that.
Karth specifically would have a little more insight than just the generic person as far as vampires, because the Magister brought everyone here specifically for the purpose of dealing with the Archduke, and he guessed that was his guess as to what it was. Some form of undead, very likely something that could pass off not as just human, but with a great deal of charm, which led him to believe vampire himself. And so he would have kind of told you what little he knows, which is about running water and sunlight in general.
I would have mentioned just some of that, what I learned from Nalar, right?
A few, maybe some myths, some things about garlic and stuff, but not really certain that those actually mean anything.
Oh, I don't have detect magic.
Is Karth moving to ascend the dirt mound?
It's the dirt mound. I can't tell it all from the picture.
Yeah, so the dirt mound itself would be, the very top of the dirt mound is going to be about chest high. And then the sarcophagus on top of it, so your eye level is looking maybe a foot below the edge of the top of the sarcophagus.
Yeah, Karth's gonna get dirty. Karth. Yeah.
The first footstep placed upon the different dirt causes the ground to shake. The entire cavern rumbles a little.
Take the foot off.
Oh, not good. Blade's back out.
Wrong one. No, this is the right one.
Just say it. That's half battle music, half porn. I like it.
I don't go to the same websites as you do.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
As the cavern shaking kind of comes to a quick, I mean, it only rumbles for just a moment, and then you can feel a bit of force, heat, in a wave, just a solid, like, kind of wave that comes off of the dirt and comes out throughout the room. And very momentarily, 3 skeletons begin to rise as though under some form of magical control. Roll initiative.
Ah!
Woo. Whammy.
One of the Minotaur skeletons, right?
3 of the Minotaur skeletons. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not what I wanted. That's terrible. And as you kind of turn to see the Minotaurs rising up in the midst of you, a bandaged wrapped hand comes up over the top of the sarcophagus. Oops, I hit double buttons. That's no good.
And they look way more scarier like that than on the ground.
And then they need to lay back down. Go back to the turn amp.
Wary already. You were expecting something to not go well, and are up first to react.
Okay. So I just see a hand up top. Do I know? I mean,
Yeah, you just see this bandaged hand come up over the side, and then like grab onto the side, like it's gonna pull itself up over. But that's all you see is just the hand.
I think I was shooting it, but in my head, it's like that could be Morn. I don't want to go all out just yet. Magic missile, this motherfucker over here.
Okay.
That automatically hits. I do it 3 times, right?
3 times, unless you use it a higher slot.
And no, not yet.
Not straight back to a potted plant. That would be the best thing ever. I would.
I just kind of move back, try to see everything.
Okay.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah, that is back to back.
Sorry, how does destroy undead work? It's like, I have to try to turn undead. If it fails, I can destroy it. That's what it looks like it works.
Yeah, you start with a turn undead, and then let me look and see. Because that's always been something weird.
Yeah, I don't even. Fuck. I didn't even put turn undead on my thing. It didn't feel very cleric-like, even though that's one of my things. But I am the hound.
So
Turns
what's
out-
your what is your 7th level right now?
Yes, sir.
So that's if it's CR 1/2 or lower, it would be destroyed. Otherwise, it should be turned. So when you hit 8th level, it's CR 1 or lower. That's if it fails. So turn undead. As an action, you present your holy symbol and speak prayer. Each undead that you can see or hear you within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute. A turned creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action to try to escape. If there's nowhere to move, it uses the dodge action.
I'm not even seeing it in my spell list.
That's not a spell, it's under Channel Divinity.
Ah.
It's the Channel Divinity that every cleric gets, and then depending on which domain that you pick up.
So do the save against it first?
Yeah. So you'll do all of them. All that can see or hear you within 30. Yeah, so all 4 of them. So you'll roll the DC on all 4 of them. The mummy as well. It's supposed to be DC 11?
I don't know. It
Does not sound right.
It does seem really low.
I think because it's supposed to be your standard 8 proficiency wisdom. It just might not be classified as a spell, so it probably is missing your stat modifier. What's your wisdom?
My wisdom is 17.
It should be 3 higher than that. It should be 14, which makes everybody fails except for 22. 22 succeeds. If you have... Does it have an effect tied to it as well? To say turned, or...
Oh, 1 second. Yes.
Okay, then, yeah, apply turned to everything except for 22. They are not destroyed. It turns out they are all more than CR 1/2. At 8th level, that goes up to CR 1 for the destroy.
If I was 8th level, would the Minotaur skeletons have died?
They would not have, no.
Damn it, Trent. Okay. So I turned them. Does that mean they run away from me now?
On their turn, they will use their action to dash.
Okay.
Run away!
Yeah. Okay.
The effect is cancel is 1 minute or until it takes any damage. Is the way that works. Scorpion.
That's all.
So you hit Scorpion. Okay, so you did Skeleton 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it is no longer turn. But when you attack it with the claw, does it automatically grapple? Does it, or does it do a? There's a grapple DC, right? If you hit with the claw.
Yeah, it has to escape with a DC of 12.
Target is just automatically grappled. Okay, so if it has the grapple effect, if you want to drag that onto the one that you were wailing on.
Like that?
Hmm. Yeah, and that's it. Was you gonna do anything? Were you gonna move a little, or?
I moved up to that one, so.
Okay, okay. And then I will pass it on to Izzy.
Okay. So, gonna take a swipe at this one with my dagger, I guess. And no other creature is within 5 feet. So I get my...
Not of, yeah, it's within 5 feet of you, right?
Yeah, I believe
Yep.
so.
Yep.
Yeah, 5 feet of me.
That's what would make the most sense to me, so yeah, of course. One change to 5th edition from older editions is that undead were mostly immune to sneak attack, and I'm glad that they are not, because that was just silly.
Made rogues terrible.
Yeah. And they were already not great
Mm-hmm.
like they are now.
But I have had time to pull more than one weapon out when these things were coming to life. Or say I just have my dagger.
Roll me, not an initiative, just roll me just a straight dex check, and we'll see how you reacted speed wise. Now you're a little slow on the uptake, a little stunned by that. So you've only got your turn's worth of, like, you wouldn't had a reactionary able to draw weapons. It was more of a your turn was up, so you only get your automatic draw from one weapon.
Okay, so after taking a swipe at him, then I'm gonna run away and I can... No, I don't think that will work because I would have had to throw it first and then have it bamf back into my hand.
You can still use a throne as the dual wield part. Like, you don't have to start with dual wield. Like, if it's throwable, you can use it as your bonus
As my
action.
second attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I'm gonna, after swiping at it, I'm gonna run back and then throw my dagger at it again.
Okay.
Ping! That's it.
You can see the Minotaur skeleton. You can see its eyes. It's just a eye socket, but you can see a glowing light kind of emanating from it. And you can see that eye light flare for just a moment as it then takes off, charging after Karth. And you can see it's going to charge at you with its head down. It's going to try to gore you on its horns. Miss. And there was a.
As soon as I see it charging, I start charging that. Going for a bicycle kick here. I'll just do the regular extra.
Okay.
Because that's all I need.
The one thing, just double checking on here. Oh, no, they don't have reach. Okay. Just checking to see if the other one would have got a, as you whizzed by.
Oh, if they had reach.
If they had reach or not. But they do not. It does not.
Yay. And I'll sit here for a follow through. Yeah.
Kind of grappled up in the claws of the scorpion. You can see it's going to kind of swing its great axe around. Trying to break free by brute force of attacking. This one was the one that wasn't turned. Okay, yeah, so this one still gets to attack. It's gonna swipe heavily with its big two-handed great axe,
Sure did.
rolling nearly max damage. Although you would, since it did hit you, you do have your opportunity for your special reaction.
Oh yeah.
Should you wish to do your rebuke.
Yeah. Trying to find the motherfucker. Sorry, guys.
No worries.
You got twice the character sheets to keep track of, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even see it on my sheet.
Crap, I don't.
We'll just skip it. No, I won't do it.
Okay. Yeah, maybe it's not. I said, yeah, see if it's there. Like, take a look at it. When it's not your turn, or whatever. See if you can find it. Because I thought we had.
Oh, it's called Wrath of the Storm. I'm looking. First level creature 5 feet of me. Use my reaction to make a dexterity saving throw, and it takes 2d8 lightning or thunder damage.
And then you have the extra ability that if you hit with something with lightning or thunder damage, to then knock it away, right?
Yeah. So yeah, let me make it do it safe.
Okay.
God damn it.
That's a failure. Well, also, that didn't come up right.
Yeah, I've done nothing but drag and drop. My dex is only a 10 though.
No, it's their deck save, but it's your against your spell DC, so it's still failed. So the damage should be right. We can see if we can.
You want me to go ahead and do the damage then?
Yes, go ahead. Yeah, you're fine.
3. Yeah. Wait, is this guy considered large?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I don't think I can push him back. Oh yeah, I can. It's large or smaller. Push it back 10 feet. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Okay, and is it a save for that thing, or is it a?
No, it's just
It just
flat out
happens,
does
right?
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought so, but wasn't sure. They get knocked. So the lightning strikes, blasting, and the eruption knocks this thing backwards directly away from you. Is that?
Yeah, it just says away from me.
Is gonna get popped back? Right.
Ping pong.
Then it's Steen's turn. Okay, I fix your wrath. I'll look at some of the others.
All right.
Oops, sorry, I was trying to edit. Well, I just say, if I can, let the mummy run. Carcota says this. And if you could play yakety sax when it does it. I just picture this like slow lumbering. It's like coming up this bad guy, and then it just boom dashes.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello. Comes up with a top hat and a cane.
Oh boy.
Now, how does this green flame bounce? Do I just roll another 1d the damage on
The
other
damage
one?
just hits something within 5 feet of it. Yep. It's just automatic. So you hit, you get the extra 1d8 fire damage effect on your main target, and then you've got your. Then the second one is just a splash. Just roll the damage on the other creature. The other Minotaur. Drag it or.
Alright.
And then yeah, so that's your spell. So you cast your spell to make the attack.
Mm-hmm.
And
And I can
then
attack with my
Now
bonus action.
use your bonus action to just get a regular attack. I do not know. The only thing I don't know is if you get your stat to that bonus. I think you do, but I'm not sure. That was the one thing I was going to look up. But it's fine either way.
Alright.
Alright. Anything else?
Nope.
You see the mummy, grip. You see its hand come up over. It places its hand on the other side and kind of picks itself up. And then, walks over to the wall. Anybody got a dodge action ready that they can put on the mummy?
I can do that.
Okay. Just kind of lumbers down the other side of the dirt, up against the wall, and then just takes the dodge action. Yeah, you should get your stat to that, by the way. It doesn't say anything. It's not a dual wielding attack or anything, so you just get your one. You get your stat modifier on your bonus action attack, well, for sure. So I don't have to make anything new.
What was that? Sorry.
Even though it's a bonus action to make a regular attack, so it's not.
Yeah.
You don't have to make another one or anything that gets rid of your stat stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That was some. Hell yeah, your battle mage is back.
So you're above level 5, so you get 2 bolts with that.
Okay.
Separate attacks, separate, yeah.
Separate attack, separate damage. The thing I don't know why, though, Wolfen, is why you have a +7 to your damage. You don't have...
Is Minotaur 1 still grappled?
Is grappled. That is correct. It did not try to break free. It just chose to attack. But yeah, that's wrong. You only have a +1. It's only a +1 bonus weapon, not a +3.
It says +1.
I just changed it, the damage die, so it should be 1d8 +5, not 1d8 +7.
Oh.
Yep. Regular longsword. Do you have some ability or something that supposed to add +2 to hit that you... Or +2 to damage? Oh, is that your... Oh, you're
Use the
dueling.
dueling.
Yeah.
Never mind, it is...
Sacred flame.
Yeah, you did. You fired it. You done fired it good.
Yeah, usually. Okay, yeah, that's my move.
Too bad Sacred Flame isn't actual fire.
Bijou just crunches it between her claws. Snap.
Clack, clack, clack.
Scorpion. It's a fairly powerful little thing to turn into. Doesn't have quite some of the raw stats that some of the dinosaurs do, but it gets 3 attacks and then some nice utility with that grapple. succeeded on that. Does it take half damage on?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So if you
So just roll it.
just put it over there. I think there might be immune to poison anyway, but yeah,
Yeah, I figured.
Makes sense. No real flesh.
they're bones.
Yeah.
Acid,
But it's there.
fire, those things might do okay.
All right, it's next.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Excellent.
We're gonna chuck the dagger at this thing twice.
Oh wait, he's grappled. Just a second.
Oh yeah, so he's not going anywhere.
There you go.
Yeah.
Easy target.
Pull.
Actually, I think I have enough movement I could run up to it and get advantage on the other side while he's grappled, right?
Mhm.
I was there.
The uphill part. So I would say that the other colored dirt is kind of like difficult terrain because it's pretty uphill. But if you can make it there around.
Oh, I was kind of thinking of like skirting around the. Like that?
Yeah, I don't know if you can quite make it that far because that's half on the hill, so to speak. Through those, you'd have to come.
Okay then, original plan. I'm gonna chuck the dagger.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I was just looking at just trying to count it out, but I don't think you can make it there if by either directly or avoiding it.
I get sneak attack because it's in melee with Bijou.
That's correct. Yep, that's correct. I think in general all the skeletons are supposed to be difficult terrain too. That big pile in the middle, but I didn't do that. It's alright.
And I'm gonna duck behind Car.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it now though that the pile of skeletons is considered difficult dirt terrain, and so is the other colored dirt. And then as the blast crash into the skeleton, it just crumples as the magical force holding it together no longer does so.
Pew pew.
I do acknowledge to keep the mummy alive thing.
Well, I just till everyone else is dead.
Oh, until everyone else was dead?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's turned, so it's just running for its life.
Oh. Charge! Is that like a pit? Can I run across that, or?
It's difficult terrain, so every step takes double movement. So each
Not
one
for
is,
me!
It's not
Uh-huh.
because, but not the earth part wouldn't, but these pile of skeletons are still.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's like uneven rocks and things like that don't for you since you're the earth genocide or genasi or whatever.
Rocks and dirt don't stop me.
But piles of skeleton bones slow you down still.
They're compost. It turns into dirt anyway. Okay, so difficult terrain?
Yeah, across the skeletons. You won't have any trouble with the earth part that was the different colored dirt over there. that also cause difficult terrain, you will avoid that one when that comes up later.
So that's about as far as I can go then, right? It's double.
Yeah,
Do
so
it,
you
right?
can
Yeah.
you can move 3 squares instead of 6.
Yeah. Okay. That's okay.
And as your movement, that is, and you still have action and whatever. But
Mm-hmm. Mummy. I'm trying to think mummy here. What could I do to the mummy?
it is completely out of sight to you where you stand now, because there's a big steep hill, sarcophagus, and then big steep hill down, and it's on the other side.
Okay. Okay. I can't do anything.
You could use your action to go somewhere, but
Oh yeah.
let's see, where's Car at? He's over there. So move here, and then if someone to put the dodge action, I might have one.
Got it.
Next.
A little bit of fire.
Scorching ray. Let the fire mage shine.
Okay, so I gotta do an attack each time, don't I?
Yeah, for each ray. You get 3 of them, I think. Is it 3 rays for scorching ray?
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Oh, so close. It's a 1 right now, 20 for wild magic.
I thought it was 20, but
I thought it was a 1.
it just one of those two is correct.
Okay. I just tell everybody, burn it! But less like Jakar, more like Karth.
What was that? The double tap?
Yeah, I missed one.
Here you go.
My turn?
Oh, did
Not my turn?
Car actually?
Oh,
is
no,
Kip
I-
and Car's turn?
No, I'm having a brain aneurysm.
No, I understand.
Lately, today I've been having to hit the skip thing twice, and I thought I was still just skipping Karth, and I'm like, why is it lagging? Because yeah.
It is a 1, by the way, for wild magic.
What is he going to do? Can't really go north, so I don't want to chase him back towards Karth. Let me.
That movement is.
Did I move too much?
No, you're fine. No, the moving out of a square is with difficult terrain doesn't do anything. It's only moving into it. And so you've only moved 10 feet right now.
Did I move 15? I forget where it was.
Yeah, you've only moved 10 feet where you are right now. So
Okay, I'm good right there then. I'm just looking at my.
these two, those are all difficult terrain. Only this one, not the one to the right of it. Only these.
My turn undead. It's not a concentration, is it?
No,
Okay.
it is not.
Can I say I touched Izzy when I walked by? Did I go close enough to her?
That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, you started off in range of her. You were right between the two people. You were between Wolfen and Izzy there.
So I cast guidance on her. Once before the spell ends, Izzy can roll a d4 and add the number to one ability check of his choice.
Mm-hmm.
Cantrip.
Yep, no problem with that. Okay, now it's the Scorpion's turn.
Oh, sure.
I think so.
Scorpion.
You said difficult terrain, yeah?
Yeah.
Then that's my turn.
Knocking out that way.
So on the sarcophagus, the top of it is off now, or is it like half off?
There was no lid.
There was none. Okay.
There was no lid.
So if
Yeah,
I
that's a
were
good question. I didn't say
to,
that.
if I were to run up the hill to get like there, would I be able to see the mummy from there?
That'd be pretty
Acrobatics
because it's wide. This is pretty wide. So even if you're at the crest right there, it's down. You know, it's not quite 10 feet below you, but it's like 6, 7, 8 feet below you.
What if I jumped up on the edge of the thing? Would I be able to do
If
that?
you were in the sarcophagus,
In
or if you were balancing on the edge of the sarcophagus,
Yeah.
then in either of those cases, the answer would be a definite yes. But being on that side, I think he would be behind, completely out of sight there, unless you were real tall. But you're not real tall.
No. I don't think she'd want to go in it, but she would jump up on the side of it.
Okay. She's gonna emulate Illiana's antics.
Yeah.
Okay. Hit me with acrobatic.
+4 if you want, or plus d4.
Oh, yeah, with a
Can
D4.
do I have to say I'm rolling with the D4 first?
I'll allow you to do it like Bardic Inspiration, where you get to where you see your roll, and then before I tell you anything, then
Yeah, I'm
decide
gonna
if
use it.
Okay. Alright, hit your D4.
Nice.
Okay, that's pretty good, because I was putting a 12 on that DC, so.
Okay, that came in handy.
Yep, so you are now tight roping along the lip of the sarcophagus.
Yeah, and I'm gonna. I don't have any fire, so I'm gonna chuck my dagger at it and see what that does.
Okay. Definitely hits it. And it is far away from everything, so.
Yeah, so just a regular.
I mean, but it's there are no creatures within 5 feet of you, right? So you still would. Get
Well, I asked about that last time, and because it says no creature other than your target is within
other
5
than your
feet of
target.
you.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're right.
Because I remember I asked about that last time because I wasn't sure.
Yeah, it's really meant for melee dueling more so than. Yeah. No, you're correct. Thumping it pretty good.
Pew pew.
Does it get to attack? That's the question that I. Do I even get to attack my mum? Poor mummy.
I think Lumo's got it.
We're gonna re-roll that.
That's such a nice ability.
I like it.
Yeah, for the halflings. Yeah.
Oh, minimum damage.
Of course, you'd have to roll something other than ones for damage.
Do that. I'll let someone else have the glory.
Waka waka.
Yep, you have just enough to make it there. Can you kill the mummy before it gets to mummy rot you? Can you kill the mummy? Okay, yeah, you can. Kill the
Mummy rot.
mummy.
What does mummy rot do?
Yeah. Explain, sir.
Ah,
It does nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm immune to rot. That's why, because Christine's just,
Well, I finally feel my cleric helped.
yeah.
Yeah, as it turns out, clerics are really good against undead. Under not super ridiculously powerful undead, that is. Under medium powered and less undead like these, then yeah, they're real good against those.
We out of initiative?
We are out of initiative.
How much time is left on Scorpion?
I'm gonna say 30 minutes with the here's Karth and the conversations and then the fight.
Cool.
Because we had 45 left, so now we have we'll say that 15 minutes.
Okay.
Is it dead? How do you tell if it's dead?
Kick it. I kick it. It didn't move.
Well, it wasn't moving before either.
Still, we bothered it. I'm going to try to intimidate the corpse. If it doesn't react. I'm going to roll perception and see if I intimidated it.
Doesn't seem to react to your puny attempts of intimidation.
Mm-hmm. Time to investigate.
Izzy's
I
gonna
tell
come
him
back down.
you've gotta, when you're trying to intimidate, you gotta go more from the diaphragm.
Roar! Yeah, you can see the mummy kind of not do anything at all.
Flinch from the movement of air around his body.
Yeah, the bandage rustles in the wind of the breath, like it's in a little wind tunnel for half a second.
Alright, well, investigate the corpse. Now I'm going to investigate the sarcophagi.
Yeah, mummy rot's pretty gnarly. Although with a cleric, I don't know if he has remove curse or not. But
Oops. Scorpion is excited. Click, clack, click, clack, 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 clack.
So mummy rot, of course, there's a DC. It does some damage and some necrotic damage when it hits.
Ooh.
And then if it's a creature, they must succeed on Constitution saving throw or be cursed. The cursed target can't regain hit points, and its hit point maximum decreases by 3d6 for every 24 hours that elapse until the curse wears away. If the target's maximum hit points becomes to 0, the target dies and its body turns to dust.
Yay.
It's not usually really much of a threat of it killing anybody before they can get back to get something fixed. It's really usually more of a threat of just dropping your maximum hit points a little bit and then putting a clock on getting the curse removed.
We're out of initiative, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I made my rolls and I'm done. This is
So-
like a brazier, right?
No, that's the pot. That's
Oh,
the,
yeah,
the
okay,
flower
okay,
pot
okay.
that Karth came out of. You rolled 2 different investigation rolls, so I'm only going to take
One
the
on the-
first. And this, what was the other thing you were
I'm just investigating the life of the mummy after my intimidation, and then I investigated the sarcophagus.
So you put your hands in the sarcophagus?
I looked in the sarcophagus.
Just gonna peek in. Little
Like,
peeky peeks.
oh, what's in here?
There is a mass of bandages over lapping, creating like a lattice. That's not like, I mean, there's enough of it piled up that you can't see through any of the. It's like there's no see-through spots below to see anything with it, like much of what could be at the bottom of the sarcophagus or anything like that. Would you want to dig in?
Someone said mummy rot. Let me roll myself. Yes.
Oh boy.
Okay, so
Well,
you see the pile of bandages that are kind of obstructing your view from the bottom of the sarcophagus, and you kind of start moving some of those to the side, digging in. At the bottom of the sarcophagus, you find
Anything below 10 was negative, so. What?
2 sacks of money and a strange curved hand cone for amplifying volume.
I'm keeping that away from Lumo.
I didn't see.
Yeah, I think Steen was the only one who saw that.
Yep.
Yep, everybody went. Do you share with them that you found some money?
Yeah, I share the money.
So 2 sacks of gold was about 350 gold pieces. Gotta add Karth to the party.
Okay, so so with this cone, you gain a bonus spell DC of +1. Is that how that works? Oh.
Or spells with a somatic component, very specifically, because it is
Oh,
a sound amplifier.
So. Okay. We actually have anyone with.
You know, the bard.
Yeah.
I know. But giving Lumo a megaphone is
Lumo's not the bard.
horrible.
I'm the bard.
Oh wait.
What?
I'm the one who
Horrible.
speaks all the strange things.
Okay, so let me go ahead and apply some experience. I haven't done that in a bit,
Hey!
so
That's
we can
why
go
I'm
ahead
confused.
and.
Because Biju's not on the combat tracker.
So what does Karth know about this place? I know
I'd give this to Biju.
Well,
at least the underground. I know there wasn't. I know we saw different things coming down here. I did then. when we
Yes,
did.
that's correct.
Well, I don't know that yet. Karth doesn't know that yet.
Yeah,
But,
you don't know that they saw something different coming
Yeah,
down.
we
That's
do.
correct.
what? Okay. Was it a little house? Was it any type of house structure when I came?
Yeah, I mean it was a couple of stories. I mean it's a nice building. I mean it was definitely like a upper middle class or maybe even lower upper class. I mean it was a big house, but it was also on a block. Like it was in the middle of 4 blocks, and of all was like a nice gated neighborhood. You know, you would think of it that way in modern term. You know, one of those nice gated neighborhoods of like $200,000 to $400,000 houses. It's basically like that, but in the city. And all 4 blocks that the manor plus property take up were just all of those different kinds of houses. And this was just in the middle. Whereas now it's, you know, just nice greenery and then the one big, huge castle-y house.
And was this assumed to be the Archduke's house?
It was suspected that that was the case. Or at least one of his operating bases. Not necessarily his home, one place that he operated out of.
And have I discovered or explored more of the caves than the party?
You had not. Very far anyway. There was a little further to the west. You had started to go into a big cave area that opened up. And there were so there was some minotaurs that were coming at you from the side, from basically from this place to begin with, and they pushed you that way. And then there were some minotaurs in there that were pushing you back, and so you and your group managed to corral them into this spot. When the others started coming from the other side, which kind of pinned you, that's where you got your desperate fireball and told them to run out. While there was still an exit before they collapsed in behind and cut y'all off from escape. And then that was it. That was the last thing. It's when you had this corralled bit of minotaurs, you let your fireball go, and that was the last. That was it.
Izzy's also gonna ask what his friends looked like, because we've been watching the house for the last 6 days or so and didn't see anybody that looked like him.
Rowan was an elf, right?
Rowan was human.
She's human with frayed, crazy hair.
Yeah, porcupine quill stuck in like hair sticks and
Describe
looked like
that,
a
but
wild woman.
way nicer. TX was a halfling, right?
A pretty damn handsome one.
Yeah, it's a very, very. He walked with some swagger.
And he never staggers.
Oh, TX, I miss him. And Morin was a human. I don't remember his. I don't remember his icon. You know what? So yeah, I just kind of. I mean, you all remember what y'all look like meta-wise, so I'll just explain that.
So you were asking what his friends looked like to see if you recognized them?
Yeah, if
you
seen
someone
anybody...
you had seen, like just passing by or
yeah.
in that area.
Well, because we'd been watching the manor for like 6 days or something before this, right? Trying to see if we could tell what was going on, and there was all kinds of mercenaries going in and out. So I was just wondering if, and I would tell him that we'd been watching the house for a little while. So
I prestidigitate some like a like it would look like 3 little miniatures made out of stone that had their imagery.
Do you have the minor illusion cantrip? Because that's the one that you could use to do that. Unfortunately, the prestidigitation, I don't think you can get.
I can make a color, small mark, or a symbol appear, or an object, or a surface. Non-magical trinket or an illusory image that can fit in my hand.
Oh, it can do the illusory image. Okay, I was thinking that I think it's like looking at old black and white film, kind of poor quality image compared to minor illusion, but it'd be enough to definitely be enough to portray the physical characteristics.
Minor illusion's also like 5 feet big if you want it to be.
Yeah, as opposed to the little bitty, your handheld miniature minis. Yeah.
I mean, unless you're like a huge creature with prestidigitation, then maybe your handheld would be pretty big.
So he's making little D&D minis of our character.
Yeah, basically, yes. A handful of little D&D minis.
Unpainted but assembled.
Izzy, since you were asking the question, and you spent most of the time on the watch, roll a wisdom check with advantage, since you've got the image to go off of. And seeing nothing that looked like Rowan or TX, but that picture of Morn is striking your memory pretty decently. You don't remember exactly where you've seen him, but that guy looks familiar.
I'll point at that one and say, I might have seen him, but I don't recognize the other two. Rack my brain trying to think of when I saw him. I don't know. I can't place it. He looks familiar though.
Wait, which one looks familiar? I was in most
Warren. This one.
Warren's gonna be the goddamn Archduke.
No. The timeline just does not support that.
But have you ever seen them in the same room together?
Have you ever seen the Archduke?
No.
I don't know.
Okay, well, I guess we keep looking if you think they've got your friends here.
They would not have abandoned me.
We know that he's holding other people here as well. There's at least one family that we know of, and he's holding some elsewhere as well.
He's my only lead, and that's where I'm going. I'll go ahead and cast Mage Armor on myself. So it lasts 8 hours. And it gives me a reason to... Nope.
Oh, so fun. Fun.
I love wild mages.
Yeah, I have a limited thing, so I'm really wanting to make it happen. We went like 9 months or a year. I don't remember how long we played.
Never getting the Wild Search to proc. Well, apparently it happened once. It happened once.
Why does he have your mother? And we can have this conversation as we're walking along if you want.
Yeah. She just kind of go, it's a long and involved story.
I say, Karth says, my mom tried to get me to burn down my best play friend's house and kill her parents when I was 7. I understand long, involved stories.
Oh. Yeah, that sounds not fun. That's not, my mother's not like that. She's not, she's here against her will. And we just found out a lot more about it than I ever thought, even considered might have happened. He has apparently taken her as a consort of sorts. I don't know, but apparently I have a sibling, or I'm about to. And it's a half vampire.
Kind of, my face solemns up a little bit, and I look at a car. It's like, is that your dad?
Car?
Yeah.
No. 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 He's he's a friend. She kind of gives him a smile.
Coco just sort of grunts at Karth. Y'all been
Still
at this?
following.
Have y'all been at this long? Your group?
What do you say, Drad? A couple weeks?
Yeah, it's not been in game time. It's only been well, you did sail, and there was like a week there,
Yeah.
and then travel all the way across that one country. Yeah, I mean it's only been like 3 weeks or so.
We're pretty new to each other.
New groups. So exciting. Everything's new. You never know who's going to cut a hole in your bag or threaten to turn you into a mouse and feed you to the druid.
You're not gonna do that, are you?
Izzy's gonna give him like the weirdest side eye at that.
Just stick together long enough and things change.
Bijou's a lot faster as a scorpion.
Scorpion's
Quite a bit.
fast. Jeez. I have to zoom all the way out to find where you went. The scorpion first. Maybe a little freak the enemies out. You're not what we were expecting. You know, diversion.
The fork in the road is just gonna stop and sniff the air and see if it can smell anything either direction.
Scorpion smell.
Can I do that?
You have blind sight for 60 feet, but I don't know if scorpions smell.
I don't think scorpions smell.
They're
Well-
more like antennas, so they're still picking up stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
passive perception 9, whatever that means.
Means
Can
you're not
I-
very perceptive. The 10 plus wisdom is what passive perception is.
Can I, when I see her stop and kind of look around or try to figure out which way to go, can I go up and help her or take a look myself?
Yeah. Yeah, we've already passed several forks along the way. We're just going.
Oh, okay.
You're, if you zoom out, you'll see where this is just one path of.
Oh, yeah.
Our Lord of the Rings walking conversations are some of my favorite times.
Okay, so I guess I would look or like hold up a hand and kind of signal for everybody just to be quiet, see if I can hear anything down either hall, look for tracks or any indication that either of these paths is more well traveled than the other, things like that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. I think that's more either survival or investigation. I'll give you the choice of the two for kind of looking at the wornness of the dirt or any of that kind of stuff.
Not great.
Yeah, it looks for the most part, the dirt all seems to be only mildly disturbed, but almost equally so across everything that you've seen thus far.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of shrug at Bijou then.
Gonna be a tight fit.
Will I fit through there?
Yep, you kind of squeeze in a little bit. Scorpions are pretty good about that anyway. So as you come in, hey, whoa.
Mummies.
Kind of making your way. Everything has been super dark thus far. Does everyone have?
I have my torch going.
You have your torch going. Okay.
I didn't say it. I would have had light cast on my staff because human.
Okay, so you have light on your staff. So from the corner or from the T junction at this end, been portraying light in and around. Roll. Okay, let's see. The scorpion and the scorpion only. Give me the scorpion's regular perception roll, which is just a wisdom check. Do a wisdom the check. So hit just the C right next to wisdom. Okay. Having seen the light approaching, they have held perfectly still, but as soon as you enter the edge of the room, you'll see a couple of arrows streak straight at you. As you see one of these half-dragons charge. Everyone roll a new set of initiative.
Dagrons!
Ah,
Woohoo!
For the purposes of this turn, everyone is considered surprised.
No.
is this the thing I can use evasion on?
This is very similar to Illiana's attack. This is a volley of multiple arrows coming down. This is not a dexterity save. This is an actual attack.
Ah,
Though you can't uncanny dodge it.
yeah.
Don't be realistic or anything, but we're in a cave.
You don't have the volley doesn't have to be a lob.
Oh shit! Yeah. Damn.
And so, yeah, if you want to uncanny dodge that, give yourself 8 hit points.
Any arrows that landed that aren't broken?
There's a few, yes. Although you are surprised for the first round. So
Oh, yeah,
this
right,
does
right,
skip
right,
right
right,
past you.
Right.
But when it comes back around, there will be plenty.
Sucker.
Gonna be chucking them arrows.
Go back 'cause I didn't. Okay, yeah, I didn't actually click the volley button for the recharge thing. Now, you see a robed gentleman just crest around the corner back near for where the archers are. So this guy is going to cast Sleep at 5th level.
Ooh.
That's a lot of d4s.
A D8.
That's a lot of whatever you said.
So 5d8 plus 2 for each slot above the first. So that's 13d8. So, who in this... Okay, we gotta see. Who has the lowest current hit points? Because they go down first. They fall asleep first.
Is he with 45?
That's not my current hit points. Because it's like if you're injured, then you're that much fewer, right?
Yes, that's correct. So,
Oh, there's the wounds. Okay, yeah.
yeah, so it's going to take a little bit of math to figure that out, I think. So you're at
Yeah, so-
33.
26.
Scorpion's at 26. Car's at 31.
I'm at 37.
Okay, so the Scorpion goes down first, removing 26 from that. So the Scorpion is asleep.
99.
And then who is next? 31? Was it 31? Would it be Car next? Be less than 31 current hit points.
I think that's the lowest, next lowest, right? I have only 2 more hit points than that.
And Izzy's surprised. And Karth is sleeping. Sure.
We might be in some bad shape here, guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
We got dodge action. They want to put on the half dragon for me.
Yeah, I can drop that for you.
Now, Luma, you're up.
Okay, well, with all this shit happening, that's going to change my particular thing I'm going to be doing.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I was just like, why does he use 5th level? Oh yeah, because he's a warlock, and that's how they work.
I'm pretty sure the answer to this is no, but I did not see who did the finger wagging.
No, I think that you would not have. I think they're just out of your line of sight, just barely. You would have heard the command words and known that, they were approximately just around the corner, just enough to be out of your line of sight.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna weave in and around all the people and such.
Mm-hmm.
Start punchy. Rerolling that. Wait, how does luck work with the disadvantage? Because that's a weird one.
It was a drop to 19, so roll 1. No, just roll it. To see what it would be, and so that 1 would become a 10. 10 goes to 17. Let me see if that hits him. I think that's exactly what you need. No, they have 18 AC.
Okay, so with the lucky. Oh, I must use the new roll. Okay.
What's that?
The lucky feat is actually super awesome in this, but the halfling luck isn't as good for disadvantage. But yeah, okay. So 17.
I think it
Is
just
that
lets you re-roll the dice that is the one. I don't think there's any extra pieces to it like there is for the other.
Yeah, the lucky feat lets you choose which dice. So if I rolled a 1 and a 19 and a whatever else, I could actually use the 19. It lets you choose which dice to use.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 10 hit then? Or 17 hit?
It does not. They have an 18 AC.
Okay.
So you go to punch, and he's not trying to avoid you by any means, but he's standing in that defensive posture, just bracing himself, and your punches just collide with his heavy plate mail, and he's able to deflect just enough so that he doesn't take the punch square, and so it hits, and then between the deflection and the strength of the steel, it just glances off, hit with no effect.
Yeah, okay. That's all I do.
Okay. On the robed figure's turn. He's actually somewhat. You can see that he's a little surprised when he cast the sleep that the scorpion was the first thing to go down, and so you can kind of see that across that small bit of time. For those that can actually see him, he was kind of mulling over with his hand on his chin, thinking about what to do. And then he kind of raises his hand with the aha. I say that, but then where'd it go? Jeez, it's so impossible to get the stupid these spellcasters.
It's a giant spell list.
Yeah.
I feel for you more because I just know controlling 2 characters is like getting annoying, and you have these armies.
Well, the character sheets have a little bit nicer way of showing spells.
Yeah, the
The
way that,
NPC cards do.
yeah, that's the. You see, as he starts to begin casting his spell, there is a looks somewhat like a portal that opens up right in front of the giant scorpion as a creature emerges from it.
No, counterspell.
You're within range to do that. I'll need you to roll a charisma check to see if you meet the DC of this particular spell. That'll be just a charisma check will be the D20 plus your charisma modifier. 16 or higher is the target you're looking for. The counter spell.
D20 plus 4? Do I actually just do like my charisma ability thing?
Yeah, you drag the charisma ability.
Yeah, the charisma check is fine, yeah. You got it. As the portal starts to open up, You throw out the counter spell, and it takes a considerable bit of effort as you surge your magic into it, and you can see the portal then kind of collapse upon itself as it was being created. And the warlock stares with a obvious shock on its face.
It's been at least 3 or 4 years since I've had a drink, and I'm having a bad day.
Okay, so Izzy just heard car collapse behind her, but didn't really see any effect, really. So she's gonna turn around and be like, "Car!" and kneel down and try and make sure he's okay. See if she can wake him up.
Okay, so you're gonna try to wake him
Yeah,
up
like
by.
just smack him on the side of his face.
Okay.
Like after I make sure that he's not dead.
Yeah, he responds. You know, what the, as his eyes just barely start to creep open. Using your action to remove the unconscious effect, although he's still prone. His usual gruff self, sleepy.
Yeah. Okay, so seeing that he's okay. I'm going to run up behind the scorpion and try and use its giant body for some cover.
Okay.
And then I guess that's all of my actions.
You're gonna attempt to wait. Can you hide behind the scorpion?
I don't know. I don't know if I can or not.
I think only halflings can hide behind creatures bigger than it. I think that's their special ability.
Yeah, I'm mostly trying to just get some
cover
from any more arrows.
Definitely providing cover for that, for sure.
Yeah, there doesn't really seem to be anywhere I can hide unless I run back down the hallway, so.
Okay. Gotta look at one of my items. Does my staff take an action to use its?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
It is the action to activate the magical item. Yeah, that's typically the case unless it specifies that you can do something as a bonus action or freely or something.
Okay. Okay. Try something. Can I still see them? I don't know. There's these rocks right here by Lumo that might not be practical.
Say that you could barely see the edge of the left archer. That'd be the only one you could see in line of sight. That would probably have a little bit of cover from you.
Okay.
Trying to do a ranged spell attack or something like that. But if you were looking for a point of impact, for some reason, you could find a point of impact.
Yeah. Yeah. 20-foot radius. Sorry, my map isn't cooperating. It's right. 20-foot radius would be 40 foot out.
No, that does radius. So.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah. So if you're looking for like, are you looking at what are we casting here? What are we doing?
Vitriolic spear. Vitriolic. How do you say it?
Oh, the vitriolic sphere. Yes.
What is
Excellent.
that?
Karth learned something new. Let me see what all this entails.
Bunch of acidy goodness.
I guess do the save.
Yep. It's a lot like the fireball and the other stuff. They get their save to avoid it, or avoid some of it rather.
Some crafty motherfuckers.
Is that set up right for you? Save DC versus 15? Yeah, 15's right. Yep.
So there's a damage and an effect, but I guess the effect only goes on the felt guy.
That's correct. Yep. If they fail, they get the effect also. The damage goes on everybody. So if you want to go ahead and bust them with that.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a good bit of acid damage.
And the guy who failed was the half dragon.
He's the half dragon. That's correct.
Fucking red motherfucker. So I would have done fire. Okay, so
That's it. That goes off at the end of his turn, so he'll get to act, and then after his actions, and he goes to pass, then that busts him right there with that at the end. So.
And I would like to trying to summon the patron god of Tibsy here. 2 sorcery points to use Quicken, and I would like to.
Okay, so do remember the limitations on what you can quicken. I mean, just on what you can cast with the quicken spell.
This
so,
is my. Okay, that's why I asked about the staff. You said it was just an action to activate.
Okay, yeah. So if you were using you're casting the vitriolic sphere using your quicken spell, so it's a bonus action. Then you may activate using your action. That is absolutely fine. I was thinking that you were gonna try to cast another spell. There are limits on what other spells you can cast, but activating an object or item, nope, all gravy.
So I want to try to blind that big ass fucking dragon.
Understood. And what did it say? You just have to click on the blindness, and then it should have within it. I don't know. Did you put it on your action list?
Oh, yeah, I did. Good. Do the save.
Do the save. And he fails miserably.
Do the effect, right?
As you can see, he's like, because he's like super covered in acid, so the acid splashed on him and it hurt. But then it also, there was enough of it that still hit him that it's like still on his armor, and you can see he's like using his arm to like try to swipe off the acid that's like burning into his scales and what bits of flesh that he does have. It's just sizzling. It's like little small bits of smoke vaporing up. Excellent.
And then I say to Izzy, sorry, I didn't mean to step on your dad when I was walking through there.
Now, is that effect gone now?
Which effect?
The big circle of
Yes.
acid.
You can see that the half-dragon is still struggling with some of the acid that's made it to his flesh. but in general, yeah, the acid kind of seeped in and dissipated.
Now he's 30 feet away from me, right? So this would be 25 feet right here, correct?
From where you were, that's another 30 feet. Or 27 and a half feet.
Where are we trying to get to again? I kind of missed the.
Well, I'm getting here.
Using your
would that
action
be-
to dash, or are you misty stepping?
I'm misty stepping. But that wouldn't be 30 feet, right? Because from
No, that's the distance. So if you do top right corner to top right corner of the box you're going into. Otherwise, you're saying that there's 25 feet between you, but it still takes another 5 feet, right? So it is 30 feet on the dot to go from. Yeah, that's a bit. Yeah, that's probably pushing it. Yeah, I think that's as far as you can get right there. I give you that extra half square, but that's all you get. There or an extra half square up. Alright, what are we doing? Going back? Misty stepping back?
No, I was trying to figure out distance.
Yeah, you can make it to
do something.
You can make it to the warlock, but you can't make it to the archer. That's
Yep.
Get the finger wagger.
Yeah, I know, but the I don't know if I'm going to plan is worthless.
What's worthless?
Plan. I had a plan. I thought
Execute
this would be
plan?
25 feet because he's in the 30-foot box. So I figured that's what that meant. But, yeah.
That's showing you the distance. That's the length of those two. That's the length of the arrow. So,
Yeah.
but from the edge of one to the front edge of the other,
Yeah. Yeah.
he is 35 feet away. So he's just outside of the radius. So, have we concluded that you have actually cast a
Yes,
spell?
I'm misty stepping. Yes.
Okay. You misty step. You're there. That's done. No take backsies. Okay. Now what are you doing now?
I'm just gonna do a regular attack because
Okay.
that's all I can do.
Because you use your bonus action to go there, so you could still cast a spell. If you wanted to do your green flame or anything like that, but
Yeah. Or I could just get 2 attacks off with extra attack.
yep, that is your choice.
It's the most efficient thing to do.
Okay, so after taking after your blade swings and hits it, you can see first off again that sign of shock. It seems to be easily startled in some way. and then you can see kind of a bit of resolve come to a stare down as he's kind of, as you hit him, he's kind of stares at you. So after that first hit, he's kind of shifting through his emotions, but you hit him the second time, and then you see some kind of reactionary spell as he pulls his arms up from on either side, up around him. You see him kind of turn to vapor and disappear.
Who just disappeared? The warlock.
The warlock.
Fucking hate you. I hate it when they do that. They always do that. Everybody's got a fucking twin somewhere too. Would I don't even know if Carth barely may have seen it. Would he have known what he did?
You can do an Arcana check to see if you can recognize the spell or spell effects.
I look like a wizard.
So in general, it did look it had some characteristics to what Steen had done when he, became mist form and teleported forward. But it's definitely something else going on with it. So maybe there's some elements of that, but there were definitely other elements mixed in, especially considering he did not reappear.
So I wouldn't necessarily know if it's invisible, if it's still around.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, so you just know that it has some of the similar elements to what Steen had done, but it is definitely not the same thing. So what actually is happening? Is he invisible? Did he teleport out or whatever? That part is just unknown to you. Poor sleepy scorpion. Still sleepy. Can scorpions snore? I don't know.
She was chasing something in her sleep, like a puppy.
I don't think they have a tongue to snore.
The little yip. Maybe they yip a little.
No, they just
a
clack.
hissing yip. A couple of clacks.
Yeah. Clack, 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 clack. Then was like, fuck.
Okay, Car, so you were asleep, and then now you stand up. Or rather, you woke up, but you're still laying down, so in order to move, you'll have to stand up.
Yeah, I'll use half my movement to stand up.
Okay.
Just really wanting to do silence on that damn warlock, but no, he said, I'm just looking around. And I'm like, what the fuck is it? So I'm not gonna do that instead. Look at some healing. Can I still see Stein? Just looking to do my mass healing word.
You could just see like an elbow kind of thing sticking out, just barely in enough vision. He would have at least 3/4 cover, but he's still just enough visible that if it's not an attack roll, it would something you could see him.
That elbow's getting healed, sir.
No scrapes for that elbow.
Funny bone isn't so funny anymore.
Why? Okay, I did it right. I just saw the last one. Did that hit everybody? Or did it just...
I think it did.
It hit... How big is it?
I hit it 6 people that I can see.
Oh, just 6 people that you can see within its range? What's its range? That would be the next question.
60 feet.
Yeah. Then you're totally gold.
it's bonus action. So I guess as I'm going to take a dodge as my action.
Okay.
Somebody cast dodge on me? I don't. Oh wait, no, I have it.
You have it? Okay.
Yeah, sorry. And I'll go ahead and use 3 blocks of movement. I'll just kind of stand up here a bit.
Yeah, just getting
And
close.
yeah. Yeah, so that's my move.
We'll back up. You have you're a monk, right? So you can choose to do something about the arrow hit.
Yes. Yeah, that's not going to be a problem for me.
Could you pop my map back open? Misclick things. Thank you, sir.
So are you going to negate that 7 and then?
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's 1d10 plus my monk level, and my monk level is 7, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that reduces it to 0, so you can catch it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spend key to do the.
To throw it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. So can you?
Oh, I would be harried, so that'd be disadvantage. It just wouldn't be good.
Yeah. Have you done the readjustment on your hit points?
I have not. I will.
Okay. And then
Wait.
second arrow hit.
I thought I had. Yeah. Okay.
Third arrow hit.
Damn.
It's supposed to happen at the end of turn, but that doesn't really matter since it didn't die from it.
Oh no. Evasion.
Evasion. The half-dragon lumber forward as it kind of inhales deeply, it then exhales fiery breath.
At least that'll save me from having to wake up Bijou.
What is the easiest way in Fantasy Grounds to get rid of like radius circles and shit you've made?
Right click on it.
Yeah.
Pointers and then remove this.
Okay, damn.
So you failed, so you will wind up taking half damage.
Yes.
So, I think I have a way to do that. We'll have to just do it after the fact. Oh, if you'll give yourself back 12 hit points. it's Lumo's turn.
Nice.
Could have been a little more exciting than 1 extra damage, but hey, 1 extra damage, 1 extra damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unable to see you. He's not able to move in such a way that deflects any of your blow. Okay, I'm gonna try to stun him. He fails. Fails miserably. And is stunned. Shock and awe. Okay, so we've hit this. This is the second. This is the other one.
This is the yeah.
Okay, cool. So you didn't roll with advantage, but then I was like, oh yeah, it's a different target. Oh, we're gonna try to double stun. You're gonna get real punchy. Ooh. Natural 20.
But I want to drag the thing over him. Okay.
Boop. The mist reappears as the warlock comes back into vision.
I feel like this isn't gonna be very good. Kamehameha.
The scorpion should no longer be unconscious, too.
That is correct. Yeah, she took damage, so she is very unhappily awake.
That's so much worse than getting water splashed on your face.
Yeah. Fire breathed on your face.
Mm-hmm.
To purposefully walk over to the edge of the cave, and then with a desperation attempt to cast Charm Person on Steen.
Oh man. Hold on. Oh, make sure I don't have anything to fight this.
You could be a little more charming. I would just let it happen.
Have anything to fight this?
I want you to roll me a Wisdom saving throw with advantage, because you're in combat with it. And hope for a 15 or higher.
Do it
Nope.
or not.
Dropped to 1.
Wait a second. So this is a 5th level slot, so it can hit. So it might be multiple targets that we're going to be looking at hitting here. What's the range? 30 feet.
It's close though. Come on, guys. Close.
Lumo
Close,
as
but no
well.
cigar.
Wisdom saving throw with advantage. From Lumo.
Oh, from Lumo as well?
Hmm.
Whatever.
Yeah, so you don't have to do the second one. Yep.
Lumo the Wise.
He's
Lumo that doesn't give a fuck about charms.
You are considered an ally to the warlock. So I will leave you to make your actions, but you will make them as though you're on the warlock's team.
oh shit.
So first thing Izzy's gonna do is chug a potion because she's not feeling so great.
Okay. Ooh, good potion.
Yeah.
Mhm. Potion. And then
Potion.
she's gonna run around the scorpion.
Okay. Yeah, you can get opposite the half dragon if that's your target.
I'm thinking more like there.
Oh yeah, no, you can do that too.
I'm gonna chuck the dagger at the warlock now that I'm in range.
Mm-hmm. The dagger sinks into his midriff.
Yeah, I think that's all I can do. It goes poof back in my hand. Does he have to roll concentration?
It doesn't look like he's concentrating too hard right
Okay.
now.
Alright, just was curious.
Mm-hmm.
So we get the half dragon and the warlock. I mean, the two archers, but how rough is the half dragon looking?
He's pretty beat up. He's been punch-sized a few times.
But
Might even be
pseudo-
in the critical range. And what else? What was the other question? Sorry.
I was going to say, but the pseudo Rowan is awake now, right?
Yes,
Mhm.
actually awake. I have to. Let me remove the income. Yes. Pseudo Rowan.
Hmm. Sorry, single target, so iffy. Scorching ray it is.
Yeah, the scorching ray takes the warlock directly in the chest, blows him back against the wall, and you see as the smoke still comes out as you can see a large hole in his chest as he slumps down to the ground.
Can I cast my other two on the dragon, or is that it?
Yes, you can direct them as you choose. Mm-hmm. That is one of the nice advantages to that spell, despite having to roll 3 attack rolls. That's its
No, it'll
balance.
be half damage, but maybe it'll be enough.
Give him the eyes.
Is this supposed to be advantage?
Is it because he's blind?
He's blind. Yes, it is supposed to be an advantage.
Was he blind when he did his fire thing? I just assumed I
He
did
sure
it well.
was. Yep.
Guess he just remembered. I mean, it's not implausible.
Yeah, they was just directly in front of him, so.
Yeah, fuck everything in front of me.
And it just basically just vomited. He's already already kind of facing everybody.
Okay. 16 missed.
Yeah, he's heavy plated. Even though he can't see to dodge out of the way, it's just kind of ricochet for the most part.
I'm going to just move a little closer so I can get the rest of the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that'll be
From this vantage point, you can see everyone.
excellent. I say hi to Carr.
Hey, bud. Am I still charmed?
I was double checking. It's not. It's not a concentration that I can.
If I'm being charmed by the warlock, right?
The actual spell because the.
It's just 1 hour duration. There's no concentration.
But he died.
Yeah.
You're still gripped by the magic of the spell. Your friend, your ally, was just slain by these evil intruders. What would you do?
Oh, you better not.
Wow. Wow. Who killed him? Karth? Alright.
Bring it,
You just saw
motherfucker.
a streak. You could not see the where it originated, but you did just see a streak of fire come forth and strike the warlock, knock him against the wall.
Hmm. Well. Well, I was gonna do something. I couldn't do it because I couldn't hit him.
Mm-hmm.
So now I can stand up.
You can stand up.
Get on up.
It uses 20 of your 40 feet, and then you got 20 feet of movement plus all your actions.
Sweet. So kind of stumble up on all of my legs.
Little clicky clack.
Yeah, and snap at this guy. Why is that advantage?
Because he's blind.
That's right. Snap again.
Clang. Clang. You see is like each of the claws just clang off the big heavy armor, then the sting comes from over the top, hitting him right in his squishy head.
I had a really bad dream, couldn't focus. Sorry, guys.
And you still he'd saved, but you still get to do the damage. It'll just do half damage, I believe.
Yes.
Still good.
Which is plenty.
Knocked him around with my claws and then got him with the stinger.
I'm thinking the movie Starship Troopers, where the bug comes out, the big sluggy bug, and then it thinks the antenna, and then it just pokes it into its brain, and then it eats its brain so it can read all of its thoughts. That's pretty much what happened with the stinger.
That's so gross.
It's a good movie.
That's a horrible movie, but it's great.
It was an enjoyable movie. First one.
Would you like to use any of your movement?
Yes.
A little bit much. Excellent.
Okay.
Half dragon stumbles and then just falls over with most of its head caved in from the top, oozing out venom.
We need to fight outside sometime again.
Lightning.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Spiritual weapon.
Okay, what kind of weapon are you going to embody with your divine energy? Or what shape will it take, rather?
Have a good old Thor type hammer.
Excellent.
And okay, I can make sure within range. Range is 60 feet, so I'd like it to be behind, like in the middle of those two archers.
Yeah, no worries. There it is.
Let's see. I guess I'll just take a swing. And a miss. So as my bonus action,
There's the action to cast it, the bonus action to order it to do something.
isn't it?
Is it backwards?
It's
I don't
definitely a
think
bonus
it's a
to
bonus
move
to do
it.
it, but you don't have to use a bonus on the first time.
Oh,
you
not
cast
on
it,
the
I think.
first time. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. That's correct. So you still have your...
Walk up to here and for my action, just take a dodge.
Okay. And then each turn after that, you can use a bonus action for it to move 20 feet, move up to 20 feet, and then repeat an attack. And leaving your action free to do whatever. Archer is drooling. This archer is going to...
Now, do those archers know that I was charmed by the warlock?
I mean, you did just take a couple swings at Lumo.
Yeah, unless they knew what spell he cast, they might not know that I was actually under the charm spell.
You're just a dick. I just think you're a
Yep,
dick.
yeah, exactly. See, like, why? Okay, he's an idiot.
Okay, so this archer is going to try to roll away from Lumo. Provoking the attack of opportunity.
That move's gonna cost you.
Nobody puts Lumo in the corner.
Okay, who does he hate? Obviously doesn't like Limo. That's the wrong die. This one. Okay. Roll away. And then he's gonna fire 3 short consecutive shots, all aimed at Izzy.
Aw, me? Ow.
That should be made with advantage still.
Yeah, you should still have. It should be stunned until the end of your turn, but Fantasy Grounds
Yeah, it
not
always
know
does
end
the
of
thing.
turn. So.
Alright, well, still a minute. Alright, now we're gonna go over here.
Okay.
Start wailing on this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Or missing terrible. Alright, just regular flurry. Holy balls.
This archer that rolled away after getting punched is all super importantly trying to duck and weave. Duck and weave.
Oh, nimbly bimbly.
I'm glad I took that potion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna run up to here and pull out my rapier along the way.
Sure. Yep.
So rapier in one hand, dagger in the other. We're doing a couple of attacks on this archer.
Yep. You would get your sneak on this one. Because of your swashbuckling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then offhand attack. It's just a little poke.
You're gonna be so pissed at me.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah, if you hit, you're probably taking Izzy down.
Well, the thing is, I don't regard the archers as my friends, so I'm just gonna discriminate everybody. But you guys are priority.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, I think that's true. I think that's true. Oh, by the way, have you updated your sneak attack for 40? It's supposed to be 46 now, isn't it?
Oh, I thought I did that last time.
No.
I swear I did, because I remember talking about it.
Yeah,
Maybe when you refresh something with your fantasy grounds or something,
I don't
reverted
know.
some changes. Dread?
Me?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That
Show
was
me-
my. Go ahead.
Sorry,
does,
I was
oh,
just
the
gonna
one
ask-
you're using it from your hotbar, aren't you? You have to refresh the hotbar
Oh,
as well.
no!
Yep.
That's why. Yep. Okay, that makes sense. Do you want me to roll another d6, or just...
Yeah, go ahead.
Totally worth it.
Charger 12. Which one is that?
That's one at the bottom of the order.
Their name is just long enough that I can't see. I can only see one digit. Okay, with the way I've got it, everything's scrunched in to fit. Okay, yeah, sorry, Garth, go ahead.
That 7, I don't think I did a D20 for that last scorched fire. I did.
Scorching ray.
Right, yeah. Scorched something.
Scorched earth. That's your new battle tactic. The scorched earth.
I say, does he often turn on you? There's one in every party.
And it's the same guy controlling him every time.
I am going to cast Suggestion.
Ooh, okay. On whom and what are you suggesting?
On Stein, and I'm just going to suggest he take a nap.
Oh no, the blood frenzy is within him. Natural 20, that sucker.
Boo. Why can't you roll natural 20 when you're on our side?
He's never been on our side. Do you have a coin in your pocket, sir?
I'm sorry. As I swing, that's what I was saying.
Okay.
I still have feelings for you guys, but you just killed my friend. I know I've been with you for a week and two.
You are confused.
That's fucked. This is an emotional roller coaster for me.
Well, shit. Yeah, I guess that's all I'm gonna do.
Dodge. Nope, you didn't dodge.
But maybe she will uncannily dodge?
Yep.
Go ahead. Hit the dim jig.
Oh, I have to roll damage? Okay.
Yeah, you hit me.
I thought she was saying she was dodging.
Oh, no, she's gonna. It just cuts the damage in half, which we'll have to do after the fact.
Yep. Ooh.
And then you'll hit the archer with the damage as well. So if you want to give yourself 10 hit points back, is it? Wait, you did the. No, that's right. That's right. That's right. Then, so that was your action. Now you get your bonus action attack. Did you already apply your 10 hit? Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. With that slash of the giant shield.
Yeah.
Izzy was just straight up not expecting that, so she's like, "What the fuck?"
Dunk, dunk. His bashing damage. So you just got dunked.
Yep.
So the giant scorpion. Clickety clack.
This is the one time I'm gonna be like a fucking god. Nothing. I'm gonna kill the entire party.
Dunk him. Oh. Dang it.
I'm gonna kill the whole party.
You're not gonna kill them all. Don't get too excited.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
He's a slippery little bastard.
I'll put my 21 AC together.
Drat, I'm done.
He'll do what? Wolfen?
I'll make myself have 21 AC.
Oh, you're gonna try to. It takes a bonus action to link them. Use your bonus action to attack, right? So there's.
Oh, I know. If it comes to fighting just me and Lumo.
Oh yeah, it'd be not easy to hit for sure, especially with the shield spell. But you only got a couple of those.
You really think you could take on Lumo?
It's a possibility.
I want to see it.
Couldn't catch him.
No, we couldn't.
Couldn't.
Catching
even
him's the hard part.
Possibly consider catching him. It's just never going to happen. He already moves
No.
further. He has key to dash, and
I've already had that duel.
and then has the ranged attack that's pretty decent too. So dope. Unless you can hit him with something that'll actually stun him or snare him or something.
Yeah. Thing is, you can get out of range of that.
Yeah. You're not built to fight one of those.
No stun.
Apparently built to fight rogues. It is Car's turn, by the way. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Seeing which of my hills were casting and which are touch. Cast Healing Word at level 2 on Izzy.
Okay, yep, that's a range. Alright, she regains some hit points and consciousness, but would be technically still prone.
Oh, God damn it.
So technically that's a bonus action, so it would be to control your spiritual weapon, but I'll let you use your action controller if you'd like. I think that's acceptable. If you wish to use that, I mean, there's still other things. But...
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, there's no rolling away from this, so the archer's gonna drop the bow and draw a short sword. Slash wildly at the big scorpion. Exceeds hit points by 9, so the scorpion disappears. With Bijou returning back. Carry over 9 damage knocks Bijou unconscious. He only had 5 hit points left.
Oh, I didn't know it carried over the damage. I thought it was just like...
Nope.
Didn't roll the volley. Was looking for a volley.
That would be the worst.
At least we made with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Or at least, I guess he would have run away and taken a hit.
A volley. Yeah, I think he's going to do the same and just drop the bow here and draw the short swords. Short sword. Do that backwards? I may have done that backwards. mixed up. He's ducking and weaving, and then that time he bobbed, and you bobbed, and you just clocked him right in the face. Haymaker, and he just dodged, put his head into it. Dodged into the haymaker. Okay, so that was 2. Okay, you're gonna use the regular.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you're mobile, right? So you punch and move.
I can punch and run.
If you wanted to.
If I want to. Hmm. Now we'll stay with.
Okay.
I was hoping I could get a little bit more, but no. That's.
Not without using some key.
Well, key would require the bonus action, which I used to punch him a 3rd time.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. You're right. All right, Izzy.
Well, Izzy's been in the unfortunate position of having friends attack her before, so she's gonna take a slash back at Steen. Stand up and then take a slash at him. Is there enough room that I could go there?
Yeah, you can squeeze into that spot. You're
Okay.
You're kind of tiny.
Okay, so I'm gonna offhand at the archer.
Okay.
Provoking me.
Nope, not provoking you.
Oh, because she attacked at you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She's swashbuckling.
Oh, that's so cool. Nice.
Yep. Although she was her focus was trained too much on you, and not getting hit by that, so she wasn't able to make connection with the archer.
Yep, and then I'm gonna run away.
Run away!
Run away!
Yeah, no.
Karth, go ahead and roll the an Arcana check for Karth, to see if it recognizes is Steen just a douche, or is it pretty obvious that he's under the control of something else from what you saw of the spell and everything else.
Well, the douche part was just answered.
Yeah, well, he's a little bit of a douche. But you are, while you don't know why he would turn against his friends, and they seem pretty shocked by it too, you still seem suspicious that it's not just general motivation. But you don't know what would have caused him to be acting weird.
This archer's got to be confused too. I just heard it, and my friend, and my friend attacked me. He's like, okay.
Yeah, a confused archer for sure. Absolutely.
You just go murder hobo? Okay.
Having to read some of my spells.
You missiled him to the dome. And he is
Yeah.
looking absolutely ragged. Hardly capable of standing.
Yeah.
Are you moving away?
Oh yeah, I'm
You lightning whipping her?
Yep.
Okay, so or lightning luring. So
Yep.
as you take
follows-
one step away, that would provoke it from both Car and the archer. They would get their action. They would get their reaction before you would get to cast that spell. So
And therefore breaking charm.
no, no.
Isn't
Only if the charm of their allies do, but we had already concluded earlier that Steen does not think that the archers are the ally.
I mean, the wizard never, or the warlock never told me you're my friend
Yeah,
or my ally.
yeah. He basically just said, "Protect me," and
then died.
then died.
Yeah.
Live with that failure for the rest of your life.
Okay, so get
Oh,
this.
nuggets.
And then Car also gets his reaction as well, which he can melee. Or do you have Warcaster, Car?
Fuck, I have the thing.
Yeah, you have Warcaster, which lets you.
Use a cantrip, I think, or a spell.
Yeah, when they provoke an attack opportunity, you can use reaction to cast a spell at the creature rather than making an opportunity attack. The spell must be a casting time of 1 action and must target only that creature. But yeah, if you have something that you wanted to cast on Steen, or
Yeah, silence. Hold on. Fuck, 20. Goddamn, that's big.
Fireball. Ka-doo.
it must only target that creature.
I know.
Okay, I could do that anyway.
My chest was the point of impact.
Bestow curse. I have to touch him. can do that as he
Yeah,
walks by.
Technically, he's still in range as he's trying to move away. So yeah.
Just slap him as he runs by.
There's several options here. The one I want to use is while cursed, the target must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each turn. If it fails, it wastes its action and does nothing. And that would be, Jesus, I have like 17 things here.
That's so
It's wisdom save or lose action.
And that's at the start of its turn. Okay, what does it say specifically? Start of its turn.
Hold on. Yeah, start of a turn. So I'm gonna do a lot for the very moment, but
Yeah, it's still gonna be good for the long run. So go ahead and hit him with the.
Well,
well, you gotta
the
see if it
effects.
hit. You gotta see if it hits. You still gotta do the save first to see if the the effect
Sorry.
lands. But which it does. So yeah, so at the beginning of each of his turns hereafter, he'll have to make a wisdom save or lose his action.
And Izzy is now my friend again.
Your friend again?
I'm sorry.
what?
Uncanny dodge. Would that even help? How many hit points did I have?
You exceeded by 5. It exceeded.
Yeah, it would help him.
Yeah, you would have survived. The lightning lord does the.
I mean, he's probably gonna hit me anyway, but
Yeah, so give yourself 2 hit points, or 43 wounds. Yes. And then you get drugged towards him. And just 2d8 at 5th level. Yeah, so all that looks all hunky dory for that. So that was his action. And then as bonus action.
Bonus action.
oh,
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, that warlock should have died sooner.
Do I make a save?
That was your. I think it did it automatically at the start of your turn for a death save, which was a success. So you have one. It should have automatically marked it.
So I'm okay?
So
I just go next turn?
So well, you have to have 3 successes to not die.
So that's 1.
1. 3 successes or 3 failures. A natural 20 is automatic, bring you back to hit point with 1 hit point. Natural 1 is 2 death saves. Crits against you are 2 death saves as well, or anybody that hits you with any damage is 1 death save.
So that's all I can do.
Yep, that is unfortunately it.
I'm going to use my bonus action to take a swipe with my spiritual weapon.
Okay. Yes, hitting it and killing it.
ah, good.
Just as it was focused on Steen moving away, attacking it, the weapon's just behind it and kind of does that cartoony clank right on the back of the head, and it just crumples into a pile of bones and meat.
I cast Spare the Dying, which will stabilize Bijou.
Okay, so she no longer has to worry about death saves. She's still she'd technically be unconscious, but now stable.
just walk up to Stein. And that's about all I can do. It's not a bad move, though.
That's a good move. Because now I have no actions. So
I don't know if you do or not.
Yeah, you have to roll that wisdom save on the beginning at the start of your turn to
okay.
see if you have an action or not.
Oh, okay.
I think they're gonna be pretty. I think this one's gonna be boring. One miss, one hit. One damage. Limit.
Time to restrain me.
Yes, please leave the archer alone for a moment.
He did, see? There we go. We'll just get that archer back in the damn corner and just pelt him. Got him up on the ropes.
Work the ropes, work the rope, work the body. Rope a dope.
Nice.
You
Come
can
on,
do
you
it
can
with
do
the.
it.
Oh.
Oh,
You
probably
needed
needs one
a-
hit feeling.
No, actually, maybe you couldn't do it. Never mind. You can't do it.
I want to pick up his longbow and run away.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Yep, it is dropped on the ground. He is not able to hold on to it in that way, so he got his longbow and took off running. Excellent.
Nana boo boo. That is hilarious.
Am I considered grappled with that lightning lure thing, or does that just pull me back?
No, it just pulls you. I
Yeah,
think.
you just got it just. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of knocked you towards him into his melee range, but that was it.
Okay. I'm gonna glare up at him and put my hand on his chest and unleash a charge of my lightning ring.
Oh yes. Okay.
So that will be for a disengage. That's 1d4 lightning damage.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Heavy is just less than half.
Yeah.
It's just the category where you're at less than half HP. No, you're only barely like at 48% or something.
And then I'm going to run around over to Bijou and try and carefully feed her a healing potion.
Ooh, okay. Okay, the health return from that would bring her back to consciousness. Average heal.
Mhm.
And she'd still technically be prone on the ground when it's her turn, but
So does the same initiative carry over to Bijou from the Scorpion, or?
yeah, because I had her roll the.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So Karth would know what charm person is, right? Just the spell in general. I'm not saying do I know if Stein was cast with charm person, but would Karth know what charm person is?
That's one of the differences about the sorcerers is they're not actually, they're not taught.
trained.
They're not taught or trained magic, so they're less likely to know individual spells beyond what they've learned to create themselves through their own, innate powers. Go ahead. Yeah, so we don't know what effects were on him, but go ahead and roll a different Arcana to see if you know what Charm Person is in general. That's a spell that you've either encountered and or just know about.
I think I had Charm Person once because I remember
Yeah, it's
I
on the
used it
sorcerer
on
list.
the twins, and Bob whispered me and was like, "They're elves. They have immunity or advantage." So I think it's a
This is
spell
on-
I've had before.
It is on your spell list. So.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean anything about for sorcerers. Yeah, they're.
So I don't know a spell that I've used before.
Well, I don't know. I didn't know that you'd used it before.
Oh no, that's what I said. But then you said that, so I thought that you were countering that.
No, so if it was one that you actually knew before, yeah, then I think that's okay.
The reason I ask, because if this was Charm Person from the spell that I knew from just going from the book, it has a chance. Like, okay, it is charmed until the spell ends or until your companions do anything harmful to it.
Mm-hmm.
We not been doing so. By that logic, would Karth know that this isn't Charm Person?
Not necessarily. Okay, yeah, that's kind of. So the thing is when the warlock charmed Steen, he just said protect me. He didn't say that protect me and the archers, or give any indication that the archers were part of the ally group that he was also protecting. And so since he died immediately after, he didn't get any instructions, didn't see that the archers were actually on his side, or any of that stuff. Even though technically the archers were the warlock's ally, Steen didn't know that. And so I don't know that you could make the logical conclusion one way or the other that it is or is not Charm Person under the same thing.
Have we not done anything harmful to it? We, not the archers. That lightning spell, does that not have a low damage component?
But you're not the companions that it mentions in the Charmed Person spell. The companion being the caster of the spell and his companions, not the original companions of the Charmed Person.
Oh, I dig it. I see. And I guess that's
It's
how
you're in the warlocks. You're in your frame of mind talking about your companions, but it was the warlock that cast the spell and his companions.
Okay. I wasn't trying to role lawyer the role guy, but I tried. Okay, no, I understand. I see where I was looking at that wrong. Okay.
But yeah,
I tried finding a way out of it too.
Yeah, that's why it's very unfortunate that he died that fast. Yet also not unfortunate, that also was good that it didn't get another turn to do something else. I mean, so there's like a. But now we have a rampaging Steen who doesn't know things. He's confused.
You killed my friend?
My only friend.
Yeah, his only friend. Right now, that is literally how, the magic is working, is you literally just killed my only friend. And then everybody in this room, regardless of who's fighting who, is all fighting Steen. That's his,
Steen versus everybody.
Pretty much.
I'm sorry. The slurping from the straw just had to react to that.
Royal Rumble. Here we go.
I am.
You pretty much had to put me in handcuffs, knock me
Oh
out.
no,
or
this is
down
Karth.
me,
He's got no loyalty to you.
fucking destroy me, knock me unconscious.
That's what I want to do. I think, but it might be easier just to.
Run away, because I'm slow.
The suggestion idea was a good one earlier. Just
Yeah, that's what I was debating on suggesting, or just doing some damage to wear him down a little bit more. I'll just fucking try the suggestion again.
I mean, that was a very unnatural 20.
Oh, come on, you're on that 20 this one too. No. So what are you suggesting? What is your suggestion?
That all okay. There's nothing but us now, right? Oh, there's still
And
an
it's the
archer.
archer. Still one archer.
Everyone but the archer is your friend.
Everyone but the archer is your friend. Okay, so I think you have to tag on some set of actions. That it has to, because it has to match.
Stop attacking your friends.
There you go.
My only friend's dead. No, fuck kidding with you.
Fireball.
Oh,
Fireball. Quicken. Another fireball.
and everybody's dead.
Game
Carth is like,
over.
fuck this, I'm doing it myself.
Game over.
Yeah. That's
What
my
did I get
suggestion.
into?
Okay. Yeah. So, you failed the suggestion. So the suggestion takes effect on you, Steen. The question is now how does the two competing magics work against one another? So I want you to roll a single wisdom saving throw, a 15 or less. A 15 or less will mean that the suggestion just completely overpowers the charmed and is dispelled. A 16 or higher, then I roll and we'll see what happens.
You said 15 or less.
Yep. The charmed is dispelled.
Ah,
Okay, so I did. Okay.
What happened? Is everybody okay? What
But you're
happened to you?
still cursed. Or,
Slightly drained.
Oh
Somewhat.
yeah, I forgot about that. But like, I can't do two concentrate. Oh wait, two guys.
all right, go ahead. Were you going to move at all, Karth, as far as...
Not, I guess Karth will be smart and kind of get.
duck and cover?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just in case he comes. Hide from Steve.
Steam.
You guys okay?
At the dispelling of the charm, you are extremely aware that that your actions were not your own and were being controlled by the warlock. Roll a wisdom. Do the car's wisdom save on him to see whether or not Carcoda's wisdom save for that spell on him to see whether or not he loses his action.
Me roll it.
Yes. Save of that spell.
Yeah. Let's take. Coming up.
Oh, he succeeded, so he still has an action this turn.
Yep.
But yeah, so now that you're just kind of popped back and you're actually aware of what you did, and that it wasn't your control. So how are you going to? What is it? Especially after you've been wailing on Izzy. What are you doing? What are you doing immediately?
Well, I'm gonna end the fight and a kowtow. Just straight up. I'm sorry. It was the warlock. After I kill the stupid fucking archer.
And he is 35 feet away from you right now.
Not for long.
Nope, not for long. Okay. Are we luring? Are we luring?
Oh, he's being lured. Possibly.
Awesome.
Possibly.
Okay.
The success chance on this spell is not very great.
Oh, roll
And
a
he's-
13 with a +0.
No, he didn't. No.
You roll a 13 versus the
13 DC.
13 DC after retooling.
Well, I can get here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's
Here.
got no bow, so.
You're gonna have to actually give me an opportunity to tactic close. So
Nope. So, before, like, one thing to kind of notice here is, so he had to walk right by Carr and Izzy. He said, I'm
Oh, I said I'm
sorry,
sorry.
I didn't know that, like, the war, like, what'd you say again exactly? The warlock it was all the warlock's fault, or something?
no, right now I just said I'm sorry and ran past everybody to kill this mofo. The big apology comes after I kill this mofo.
Okay, so all you said was sorry?
Yep.
As he took off running?
Yep.
Okay, so
And
in
then
each of your two positions, he said, I'm sorry, and then took off running, which, depending on your determination of that, would possibly provoke an attack of opportunity from each of you.
I definitely thought about that. That was what the wisdom roll was for. To see if she was going to attack him or not.
That you could do an insight,
Insight?
which I could use your roll of 19 for insight. Your insight's probably the same as just your wisdom,
Yeah.
I guess. So, unless you're trained in insight or something.
No.
Carr, you could do that as well. Oh well, Carr, not the sorry is not very convincing.
Car stabs him. Car stabs him.
Okay, Carr,
Okay, he's gonna try to
roll
take
your
his
attack
down.
roll on him as he tries to run away.
Oh.
Izzy, however, thinks she's put it together to understand the finger waggers at fault.
He's got a gun AC. He's probably okay.
Carr's a salty bastard, and he's just.
I
he's like,
am. He's my
This
character,
mo-
man.
Yeah. So go ahead and hit your
You're
attack.
wailing
roll.
on me.
And a miss. Okay. And so now it's
Okay.
Biju's turn.
Yay, Biju! Biju just woke up.
I want to make sure everybody got all appropriate responses there. It's kind of confused. I mean, it's enough of an ordeal that it is important to make the distinction on whether or not you believe him or not.
All right, so I'm sitting on the ground and I'm going to whisper to myself and touch my chest with both my hands and say Sigma Moi and then cast Healing Word on myself. This is
Okay.
my bonus action.
Yes. Excellent. Oh, not as excellent, but it's still something.
It's 4 points.
Yeah, it's 4 points.
It's great. So then I'll stand up with half my movement.
Mm-hmm. And then you still have your action left.
And I'm going to turn and see an archer and see Steen going after the archer and cast Dissonant Whispers, and I'm going to whisper Prince que toi sorcière and put this on her.
What the hell just happened?
Yeah, dice are flying everywhere.
Sorry, I knew I skipped at least one, and I did two, just to say.
Oh, your
Wild magic.
wild magic. I was like, what is going?
Why
The,
did was there a success and a failure?
Did it roll twice by accident?
maybe. Is the cast and the save the same?
If
Yeah,
you have
you-
it targeted, it might do the save automatically with the cast button. I never actually clicked the cast button.
So the first one was the cast button. The second
Okay.
one was the save.
Oh, I
Not
see.
sure if I did that right.
Yeah, I think it did it twice instead of the one. So I think you only have to do, if you got it targeted, you only have to do one or the other for that. Is Distant a save for half, or is it a?
Yes.
Takes half as much damage, which would have still been enough because it only had 5 hit points left. So yeah, so it still died. Yeah, that's fine.
Yay!
And then I'm gonna collapse back down on the ground because I'm so tired. Ah.
Out of initiative.
Yes.
And then Steen's gonna run over here and kowtow. Head to
Is he,
ground.
is he still got her weapons like pointed at you? Like, just try it, motherfucker.
If I really wanted to kill you all, you would have all been dead. He's not
That's
saying that.
the
That's out of
awesome
character.
apology
That's
there,
out
man.
Yeah.
That's great. You should
That's
write
out of character.
fucking
I'm-
motivate cards.
Mother of God.
Yep. So I'm kowtowing and like apologizing, and then I stand up and I'm like, as the warlock, he cast. Wait, I know what charmed is.
I believe
You don't know about the spell. Well, I don't know. You might. You're an Eldritch Knight, so hit me with an Arcana check.
I think
Yes, you know what he
Whoa.
did. You know what he.
Sweet.
You know that he
So-
cast Charm spell on you. You knew even without knowing exactly what spell that you were under his control to some degree, magically under his control. But you know very much that he cast Charmed Person on you.
Explain this as much as possible, and then maybe Car and Carthier can understand the magic and Bijou for sure. Bijou being a scorpion probably didn't have the insight to.
Yeah, I mean, you have scorpion brain when you're scorpion. So you do things. You do things. You're guided by maybe some emotion you had, but
We at the very least have to take a short rest.
Mhm.
I would say every other encounter is rough, and Car is about out of things to do. Car's
to.
still okay though, so we have him. But yeah, at the very what time do we think it is? I'm sure it's still early, but
Karth has zero idea. For everyone else, we've only been in the cave after our tracking, and then now the fight, and a little bit of apologizing and such. We're about an hour inside the cave, and after the full scour of the upstairs, that probably was about an hour. So we're 2 hours in from when we kind of started, which would have been not like dawn, but you had to gather some things up. And then, oh yeah, wait, it was lunch, right? It was a lunch meeting, or because she went to get.
Yeah, we had breakfast first, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then it was as soon as possible, and they said now. We were thinking lunch meeting, but they said now instead. So maybe it would have been like 10 o'clock when you came in. So yeah, just afternoon, something like that.
So perfect time for nap.
Yep.
I mean, there's probably some perfectly good beds upstairs with doors.
I actually know Karth is pretty spent too. Mark my level 2 spells I did.
I wouldn't want to necessarily spend the night here, but we could take a bit of a breather.
Yeah.
It would be somewhat difficult to, like, I don't think a long rest is even possible at this point, considering our, it hasn't been, you can only, it takes 24 hours, you can only do one every 24 hours, right?
Right.
So we kind of did our final full rest after all the goings on yesterday, and then with Lodrin and all that stuff, we had a full rest, and then we started off fresh this morning. It would be, at the very least, 6-8 hours away from being able to start to initiate the beginning of a long rest.
So let's do a short rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can totally do that. We're gonna do it here.
I mean, it's the end of the line.
Just end of the line.
I think we should go back upstairs. Somewhere that we can at least barricade a door or something. Set up some alarms so that we hear if anybody's coming.
What do you know also about the ground down here?
That it's desecrated.
Very true.
At the mention of it
Upstairs.
being desecrated, I jump up and quit laying on it.
Let's go back up and find a bed and get you poor folk rested.
Anybody in mind for a piggyback ride? I could ride a piggyback ride.
I'll give you a ride.
Izzy
It's only
side eyes
fair.
you real hard.
What? Now I'm trying to make up for it, all right? Jeez.
The
I feel so bad. I
so
feel so
one
bad.
one thing to note is I'd like to get everyone to get a perception check, a series of just a straight up from everyone. Now that the cruxus of battle is out of the way.
Yeah, can we check for loots too before we go?
Mm-hmm. Good idea. I forgot about that with the whole apology. And apparently threatening that I could destroy. The whole time I was debating using Earth Tremor.
Yes, we can. But it didn't save the item I put there, only the money.
Oh,
So I'm gonna have to.
Oh crap! Did I snap the item in half? Whoopsie.
well, we could take a short in real life break while we're taking
Yeah, that's not a
snooze.
bad idea.
And then I'm gonna put this horn in the thing for Bijou. I'm like, here, Bijou, I found this.
Ew, what is this?
Megaphone.
Megaphone. Indeed. Okay, so as far as perception is concerned, especially Carr, who would have had. I was actually going to give the advantage to him anyway because of the divine. But he got the 20, so I don't have to do that.
The divine already rolled for me.
But it looks like several of you are definitely picking up on what's going on as far as the perception. As you have come further, now that all the, the adrenaline has settled, the atmosphere, you get a very eerie feeling just in general. An unnatural eeriness is going to start taking some kind of effect on you, as you can kind of feel it. Anything from here or further into this path will have a tangible effect on your ability, as it feels definitely as the desecration power increases as you've come down this path.
Oh, going back upstairs is the right thing to do.
Are we taking an IRL break?
Yeah, we could do that. Let's
Um,
say.
Do you want us to doodly doop to the doorway or?
Yeah, just go to the stairs, and we'll just say that we went upstairs. If you're upstairs and barricaded, I won't do anything to you today. This time.
Thank you, DM.
Mwahahaha. And roll those dice.
Roll and hit die before we leave.
Yeah, let me hit
Wait,
you with the short wrist.
Did we get a bonus from the hit die with Biju? Was that a thing, or is that like an ability she had?
Yeah, there's something like that.
Wasn't there like a +2?
Just a second. Let
An
me find
extra
it.
d6, or at the end, or an extra, or some extra value at the end, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to play a pretty song for you, and everybody regains an extra d6 hit point at the end of the rest. Wait, what level are we?
7.
Then yes, that's it. Just 1d6 extra for everybody. My pretty little tune.
That was most of my hit dice.
You doing the 1d6?
Yeah, and the 1d6.
Yeah, I did down you like what, twice?
No, just once.
Oh, okay, almost twice.
Yeah,
You almost.
You missed on that bonus action attack that would have minimum damage guaranteed. She went down. Second time, but you missed.
Mm-hmm. That
Well,
was real
nothing-
lucky for me.
I want to say in meta terms, another fight like that, we probably won't make it. I'm about tapped on things.
Yeah, that was expensive because of me.
Do you
Well,
have?
no, it was expensive anyway, and the first, Illiana, fucking wiped us too.
Yeah,
Illiana was.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a series of
Unfortunate events.
powerful fights. The wizard you fought first recovered a little bit. Illiana
With the two
hit you pretty
half-dragons.
hard. And then
I mean, if Jakar was here, a short rest is great, but I mean,
you have a recovery mechanic. So like sorcerers have the sorcerer points, and then do they get some back on
that's
a short
long
rest?
rest.
Is it long
That's
rest?
long rest. We were doing it short rest, but that was wrong. Like many things I did wrong my first few times, but yeah, it's long
I thought
rest.
it was
I didn't
short
use that
rest.
many sorcerer points, so I can get a few spell slots back through that if I can. But I don't think one of Karkota's divine
A
Oh,
thing.
wizard
maybe
has a way to get some spell slot recovery. What about clerics? Do clerics have a recovery mechanic?
I
I don't think so.
I
No.
don't think clerics or the melee casters don't. Clerics, paladins, eldritch knights. I don't think any of them have anything but long rest.
Yeah. So
Yeah, the sorcerer only gets the sorcerer points to spell slots as their recovery mechanic.
I thought the recovery on short rest though. Yes, I was wrong too.
No, it's a long rest for sorcery points.
So Karth wouldn't have seen the upstairs before, though, right?
He would not have. No. So yeah, when you lead him upstairs, it's gonna be like, what? This is huge. This is wrong.
Just gonna realize it's been more than a couple of years.
It's just a house. Just a house.
It's a big damn
Mansion.
castle.
Mansion.
Okay,
So-
what time are we coming back? We didn't set a time.
15 after.
Okay, that's
Alright.
perfect.
Be right back.
So I felt bad that entire fight. I was like, I can't use these abilities.
Wolfen was like, finally, I'm alive.
I'm just beating the shit out of everything. It's like, why don't I roll this well when I'm fighting enemies? Just whacking away.
Dread, I was going to mention to you, if you're still here,
Mm-hmm.
your overlay on Twitch seems really fuzzy for some reason.
Abs, you hear?
Hmm.
Yeah, just the overlay, because the actual Fantasy Ground stuff looks fine.
That's strange. I wonder why that's the case.